Recently, we finished reading a book here, which was The Hidden Power in Humans, and now we're starting a new book called Hollywood to Himalayas, written by Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswati, and you can see her looking so blissful in the picture here. I would just like to start with some general background to this book before we dive into it in our next reading session. I'm just going to read the front cover and some of the first few pages. I think this will be a wonderful story for us to go through together. First of all, on the cover it says by Jane Goodall that this book is vivid and poetic, and her journey is a river of love, compelling in its authenticity and unflinching honesty, a must for anyone who is interested in exploring different paths. On the back we have some other quotes about this book, one from Deepak Chopra, which I'm sure many of you know. Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswati is a great teacher of spirituality and consciousness. Her inspiring wisdom illuminates the path to healing, happiness, and inner peace. By the way, her last name here, Saraswati, is a spiritual name given to people of the Saraswati lineage, which is the same as dear Sky Guardian Ji's guru, Swami Taratmananda Ji Saraswati. And it's said that there are different orders of Swamis or Sadhvis for the female monks that trace their lineage back thousands of years. From Janine Roth, the author of Women, Food, and God, she writes, "What an extraordinary book. Sadhvi's writing is personal, funny, wry, loving, earnest, self-reflective, and incredibly engaging. And her story, wow, if one person can do this, so can we all. Thank you, Sadhvi, for reminding us of what is always here, always possible. I won't be the same after reading this book." I hope these quotes wet your whistle, get you excited for this. Reverend Iyanla Vanzant, the executive producer of Iyanla Fix My Life, writes, "Hollywood to Himalayas is filled with wisdom and truth about the powerful revelations that unfold on the path to a deeper relationship to the divine." Jack Canfield, co-author of Chicken Soup for the Soul series, writes that Sadhvi courageously shares her life lessons, illustrating the infinite possibilities when we consciously seek connection to the divine. Jack Cornfield, author of Path with Heart, writes, "A compelling account and an inside look at a great ashram, offering a Western woman's remarkable odyssey of trust in Indian spiritual culture and her powerful healing journey." Alright, some words on the inside cover. Hollywood to Himalayas is an enlightening memoir of a reluctant spiritual seeker who finds her true self and lifelong calling while she travels to India. As a Stanford grad, in the midst of getting a PhD in psychology, Sadhvi Saraswati was comfortable with her life. Despite years of grappling with an eating disorder and trauma from her early childhood, she felt as if she was successfully navigating her way through early childhood. When she agreed to travel to India to appease her husband, and because she loved the food, Sadhvi would have never imagined that she would be embarking on a journey of healing and awakening. Hollywood to Himalayas describes Sadhvi's odyssey toward divine enlightenment and inspiration through her extraordinary connection with her guru and renewed confidence in the pleasure and joy that life can bring. Now one of the preeminent female spiritual teachers in the world, Sadhvi recounts her journey with wit, honesty, and clarity, and along the way offers teachings to help us all step onto our own path of awakening and discover the truth of who we really are, embodiments of the divine. a little more about the author, giving you all the background you would ever want. The American-born Sadhvi Bhagawati Saraswati, PhD, moved to India in 1996. Graduate of Stanford University, she was ordained by Chidanand Saraswati Ji, president of one of the largest interfaith institutions in India, into the tradition of sannyas, spiritual renunciation, and lives at the Paramarth Niketan Ashram in Rishikesh, where she leads a variety of humanitarian projects, teaches meditation, gives spiritual discourses, and counsels individuals and families. One of the world's preeminent spiritual leaders, Saraswati is the author of 4 previous books on spirituality and is also well known as a writer, speaker, and activist. She serves on several committees within the United Nations and World Bank for international charity and economic development, and is a member of the Transformational Leadership Council, as well as the director of the International Yoga Festival. She lives in Rishikesh, India, and travels and lectures regularly in the United States, United Kingdom, Europe, and Canada. That's just the cover. And there's a lot more praises. In fact, it looks to be about 6 more pages of praises about this wonderful book. We'll just read a couple more, and then next time we'll finish the rest too. I think we've already read many of these, which were on the cover. Prince Ia, I don't know how to pronounce their name, just 2 letters. They write that this book is courageous, relatable, and inspiring. Sadhvi's story will touch your heart and show you that the path to the divine is available to everyone. And we already read Jane Goodall's words. Dr. Azakram writes that this is a book in which every sentence is a reflection of love and the wisdom of love. Sadhviji's journey is a lucid illustration of how her search for the divine is taken with every step and every breath in a world ostensibly of the mundane. She speaks of her pain as a source of knowledge, and she shows how divine love and light, ever present, leads her to an academically informed, humorously inspiring inevitability of love as a lived activism in the service of one and all. And let's pause our introduction to Hollywood to Himalayas there for now. I hope that this has been a nice little introduction to what we have to look forward to as we'll continue to read this throughout our live streams. Namaste, and thank you, dear Sky Guardian G, for sending it for us to read.